Hello, traders. You are welcome to week 43. GDP, GBP, USD uh, analysis for week ahead. All right. And before I proceed, I would like to remind us to please subscribe to my channel, activate the bell sign. Then you can share the videos, all right, and do subscribe. If you have any comment, leave it at the comment section, all right, so that if there's anything we need to discuss, we discuss it together. And if there's any experience that you need to share, why not? All right, and apart from that, if you need one-on-one coaching, yes, I'm available to do that for you. Trading is a very difficult thing, just like for beginners. But I bet you when you put in much time on the chart, you discover that you don't need to kill yourself. It's something that you just set out your principles, follow your rules, and you just, take out fear and you see yourself trading and be profitable. All right, just like any or every other business, starting is always very, difficult. But by the time you start, pushing forward in the game, you discover that things will continue to flow just like that. Yeah, before we start, normally as a trader, you first of all pull out your forest factory calendar. This is where we have all the news event for the week ahead. So, as a trader, you must, keep yourself updated with all these news events from Monday till Friday. It's very, very important. Having done that, let's head straight to the chart. This, like when you do your top-down analysis, you start from the higher time frame. Here, as a day trader, you just a higher time frame. Use day. You can just open the monthly time frame to know the direction of the trend. You can see it's starting bearish. All right, here is having a pullback. You know, all right. So you go to weekly and you see what is going on to further buttress what the monthly is doing. All right. Then you come back to the daily time frame. Here, this is where you need to get everything right, all the steps. All right. You can see the daily has been bullish. All right. The daily has been bullish all along. All right. But right now it's having a pull. Is right now is yeah, it has started the bearish movement. All right. So now what you see here is that this happens to be at this point. This happens to be the last break of structure to the upside. All right. This happens to be the last break of structure to the upside, and here is what we call a strong low. All right, this is a strong low. A strong low. Why is it a strong low? It's a strong low because this is what caused the break of structure to the upside. It took out this high and it created another high. This is a strong low, and we classify this one here as a weak high. All right. We classify it as a weak high. All right. Now we classify this as a weak high right now. But right now you see that this guy now pushed to the downside and you see is breaking structure low. And one thing you guys should understand in trading, once this strong low is taken, that means there is a change in the direction of trend. Now, if you want to see this movement better, you scale down to your 4 hours before you see what is actually happening here. But before we go down to that 4 hour time frame, now you have to mark out your support and resistance clearly. Daily in your daily chart, this is where you mark you put lines, all right, those horizontal lines to mark out where there is support and resistance, all right, where there is support and resistance, and most especially where the important ones, where you see that a support, a resistance now turns to be support. So it's very, very significant. Once you see price action prints like that, where a level that was a resistance now turns support. All right, that means that level is very, very uh, important. You need to keep an eye on that at that point. All right. So at this point, we need to scale down to 4 hours to see the chart further. Now that you can see right now that look at it. You can see right now that this was the last break of structure to the upside. Now there was a change from here, all right? There was a change of character from here. That means the uptrend, something that was going up, all right? It was going up, it was going up, all right? Was going up, now is now bearish. Is now turning bearish. So what does that tell us? Now we should know that once this level is taken, that means because here is a strong blow that we marked. Look at it, guys. This is a strong blow that we marked. This is what caused the break of structure to the upside, and it created this high. We call this a weak high because it has not done its job. This guy here is a strong blow that broke the structure to the upside. Now you can see here there's a change of character here. What do we mean by change of character? This pullback, you now see that price has pulled back to take out this low. All right. Now, if you scale down, you see that there was a retracement a little, then there's a break of structure. All right. Now, when you pull down, you see another break of structure here. No matter how small it is, you see another break of structure again to the downside. This is what the inner structure. Remember, that is the inner structure that facilitates the external structure swings. All right, you should know that. Now you see all these are inner structure. When we talk about inner structure, we mean we are referring to the lower time frame. You can see there is a break of structure on the lower time frame, and you see the 4 hour push to the downside. You see at this point this strong low is taken. All right, if you mark it this way, you discover that this strong low is already violated. All right, immediately price action got to this point, you see there's a retracement here. All right, because right now you cannot just push and break it like that. Once there's a push to the downside, what it will now happen, it will retrace a little, all right, to interact with the origin that caused the break of this structure, gather a momentum before it rolls finally down. So what caused this break of structure here is this guy here, this very guy here. that caused this break of structure to the downside. Now, to further, you know, to further uh, move further for our analysis, what we need to do is you scale to the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame. So you can see that this guy here is what caused the break of structure to the downside. This very one here is what caused the break of this structure to the downside. And this is the origin that caused the break of structure to the downside. And what did price do? Price did interact with this level. All right. Now price has come back. Price came back to this place to interact with uh, this other block that caused the break of structure to the downside. And now you don't see there was a pullback and there was a break of structure internally. There's this an internal structure. You can see that the trend is gradually pushing downward. All right. At this point, you now see that as price has rallied up to retest this level, now it's coming down. What happened? Price came down to this place, all right, broke a structure down, and there's a pull back to the upside. So what will now happen? This is what we will now refer as what? A strong high. It's a strong high because what? He broke structure to the downside. All right, strong high. It's a strong high because what? He broke structure to the downside. All right, he broke structure to the downside. Then he created another price action, created another high here because he retested this point. Now, what does that tell us? That is telling us that price is gradually pushing to the downside. At this point, there is another break of structure to the downside. All right, you see, this is how to analyze uh, chart so that you know where you are to take advantage. This is another broker structure to the downside, and right now there's a pullback, but at this point there's what we call a consolidation. All right. After this consolidation, you now see that there was a push to the upside, but don't forget that this high should not be taken because why? It has done its job. This high is a strong high, right? It's a strong high. Why? Because it broke structure to the downside. All right, it broke structure to the downside. This is a pullback, and what we should be expecting right now is that price action should, at this point, price action should interact with this point, all right, come back, all right, break this structure to the downside, okay, come back and retest this one, then roll down, okay. This is the order flow, all right. Price action should, at this point, you should not take out this high. Because why? This is a strong high. It's a strong high. Price action should not take out this high. Anything that makes price action to take out this high, that means you should be expecting trend change. But goes by what we call order flow, all right, how price action prints and reacts. So price action has broken this low. That means this is a retracement move that will end this point so that this price will come, retest this level, then it will now break the structure to the downside, All right. After breaking the structure to the downside, pull back again to retest this level. All right, to retest this level, then price will roll down. All right, price will now roll down to this point. All right, so if you want to take advantage of this trade, just wait for price action to interact with this level. All right, with this level, let price action interact with this level. All right, after which you see a rejection here. All right, when you see a rejection here, then what you need to do, you just play the open here, play the open here. All right, play the open here. All right, little above structure, this strong high. All right, then target this low. Your target should be this low. All right, at the point of reversal. All right, because once price action, once price action gets to this level, it cannot just break this level down like that. All right, it will get to this level. All right, create what we call a resistance that will now enable it to push below and break this structure down. All right, so that is it, guy. But we should always keep an eye because there is no guarantee that when price action gets to this level, that is going to break it down. Because this is what? A point of reversal. Price action can get to this point, reverse, just one moment. Price action can get to this point, all right, reverse, come down to this point to retest this level, then break structure up, continue to go up. All right, it's like that. There's no guarantee that price action will get to this point and start coming down. All right, that is how to trade. You trade what you see, what is actually happening now. That is what you trade. Don't anticipate anything. As far as trading is concerned, you should not anticipate anything. Trade what you see, not what you think. Trade what you see that the chart is doing, what you see that the price action is doing. At this point, the other flow is that as price roll back to retest this origin that caused this break of structure to the downside, all right, now that you see price, all right, has retested it and the internal structure, it has already caused a break of structure again. All right, let's have an example. It was just like after price got here, it just pulled back, then broke this structure up again. Then we say we are completely bullish. All right, at this point, this bearishness is still valid because you can see that price action came down to this place, make a pullback, broke this structure up, yes, but it came down, all right, retest this again, broke this structure down. That is now telling us that even though you see that this place, there was a break of structure here, but there is another break of structure again at this point. It now means that price has started the bearishness again. So place your sell two here and expect price to roll down. Thank you so much. If you get value on this, Noah,